Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20! 50, 50! Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Check. Let's go.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 22 yards there, a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
White. Check, boy, 3.
Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. 180. 65. Move. Hey, wahoo. 52.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete. Smith has it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Here we go. 180. Black. 13. Move. Check. Lucky.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dez Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready, 56, Pittsburgh, 56. Watch twist. 56, Mike, 56, right there.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
It's brought in by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. On first down, it's Haskins. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check 31. Check 31.
12, 21. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Now Garoppolo. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun again to Elliott. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Zeke Elliott, of course, was a college star in this Buckeye State, and filing into the stadium earlier, a lot of fans had on his old college jersey. In fact, he told us that he had over 100 friends and family that were going to be in attendance here for this one. From the 44, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's got Smith here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
11. 12, fellas, here we go. Hey, box truck.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Vincent Smith, his 1st touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gano for the extra point. And he puts it through.
The kick is good. That's the score. Jaguars 14. Bengals 13.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big stop, let's go. Check.
second down. Haskins. This complete to Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check pass. Check pass.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, pick your...
Now Haskins. Open space inside the 10. That's taken in by Callaway. And all the way down to the 5. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Watch 22, jet, forward. 22, jet, forward.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Nixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 39, Haskins. He's got his man. This is Doxson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Down to lose one. Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch QB.
From midfield now, Haskins. Jones has it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Here's Haskins, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Haskins. He's got him in, it's Williams. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check 56. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Here's Haskins to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. In the backfield, standing alone on 2nd and goal is McKinnon. Now Haskins to throw it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Josh Doctson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Garoppolo. Bryant has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
1st down, Jacksonville.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, Delta.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Complete to Bryant. And down inside the 15 he goes. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 1st down, Elliott. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Wait. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. Yeah, he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Vincent Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Jaguars 21.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
From the 31, Haskins. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
I think he's a little trigger-happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run with Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
Hey, alert! Hey, echo!
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Miles Jack with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. It's caught by Bryant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Garoppolo now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
Check safety. Kill. Turn.
Two. 21. Hey, whoa.
From the 39, Garoppolo. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Here we go.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
21.
To throw is Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Josh Dotson. He's at the 50. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. Now it's Haskins. This is caught. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bengals, it's a win that was long overdue as they move to 1-6 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.